And welcome back. I've been kind of on the busy side for the last couple of days, and I haven't been able to get time to do any recording, but I have finally managed to set some aside. And just in time to finally be up to 1.2.4, now that Optifine has updated to it. And it just figures that the first day that I'm recording, 1.2.4, I see a tweet from Jeb that 1.2.5 has been released as a pre-release, and that apparently 1.2.5 will be released a few days later. Oh well, I guess it's my fate to be a version or 3 behind. In any event, I'm here to take one more try at finding one of these ocelots to tame into a cat. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get reasonably well into the jungle, kill the chicken, and then I'm going to find a perch to sit on, someplace where I have a reasonable view of the surroundings. And just sort of stay put, watching the surroundings. This looks like a decent spot. So I'm just going to sit here, stay put, watching for the ocelots with my fish at the ready, and we'll see what happens. So far all I've seen in this jungle is chicken and the occasional sheep and pig, and on the other side of it there's a field with a bunch of beef walking around. But other than that, that's all I've seen in here. So I'm going to give it this one more try to find the ocelots and lure one to me to be tamed, and we'll see. So I'm going to basically sit here off camera because this is probably going to take quite a while, and I will hit record if anything interesting starts to happen. Well, I have had a visitor, but it's not an ocelot. So, oh great, I hit the wrong, there. I got him and broke my sword. And now I'm hoping that nobody else shows up. At least until my health returns. Let's see, no, I don't have any wood with which to make a crafting table and fix the sword problem. Well, then again, there is wood all over the place here. Alright. So, I'll take care of that. But I think I'm about to give up on the ocelots for the time being, at least, because it has now been an entire day and night, and the only things I have seen around here has been chickens, sheep, and one skeleton. And so while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and cut a little bit more of this tree. Say enough to get down to the ground. Oh, that's the ground. Alright. Because I want to check out the new wood textures. Alright, head back over here to my little shack. I figure the ocelots are here to stay. I can always possibly encounter one in the future, but I don't consider it to be worthwhile to sit there in that jungle or wander through it for days on end. It just doesn't strike me as being a really great way to pass the time. Alright, now let's have a look at this new wood texture. Alright, suppose I were to replace that. Okay, not bad. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take off that top layer of wood going around the outside and replace it with this jungle wood. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right, the front. I am glad they finally got around to doing the multiple wood textures like that. It only makes sense that each different kind of tree have its own wood texture. And I hope they get around to expanding that to include the stairs and the half slabs and such. I don't know, maybe the half slabs are included. I haven't had that much chance to look at them. I'm out of it. So I'm going to have to go cut another piece, because I can't leave it incomplete like that. And I realize this is probably wasteful, just cutting one chunk out of a tree, but oh well. There. The vine will grow to cover it, and so on. Not that I suppose it matters. Okay. Get around the front here and put my torches back up. Alright, it's not the greatest little thing in the world, but it'll serve. Especially since I'm not going to be staying here. Go ahead and gather up the wood that's fallen. And let's see, let's get the coal out of the furnace, and for that matter, I'm going to take the furnace itself. And I have a crafting table with me, so I'll leave that other one. Let's see, and I'll take the food and that bit of iron that I got off the zombie. Leather, I can use that. The mushrooms, take the pumpkins and the sand and the string, and definitely the glass and the wheat. Okay, now the leather, I will make up what armor I can with it. Only 3, okay. So I will need more leather if I'm going to do anything more with that. Alright. And we bid a farewell to this little desert cabin for the time being. May return sometime, I don't know. But I'm going to trek off this way, keep the jungle on my right hand side, and see what else there is out here to find. I will say that, well, especially with Optifine installed, I do seem to be having a fairly good frame rate. Things seem to be running fairly smooth. And let's see, I need to make sure. Yes, I am on hard difficulty. I was checking because a while earlier I was in a test world on peaceful. And I wasn't sure if I'd switched back or not. Okay. Yes, this is definitely fairly smooth. I mean, all this jungle is loading over here, and I am not experiencing a whole lot of slowdowns because of it. Of course, that's famous last words. It may easily change. Wow, almost a natural amphitheater here. And that reminds me, I've heard several people say that after saying something about natural, they comment that, well, there's nothing really natural in Minecraft. So I beg to differ. There is natural in Minecraft. That which generates automatically is natural in Minecraft. What the player builds is not natural. Okay, you can see by the torch that I've been around here because I went around the jungle the other way and came through here when I was looking for ocelots before, and I found this ravine that I almost walked into just now with sheep in the bottom of it and lighting glitches on the sides. Multiple torches here. What did I mark? Let's find out. Obviously I must have marked something. Maybe just the end of the ravine for getting around it. Okay, that's the end of the jungle. Let's follow around the outside of the desert here and see what there is out here. I have to say I love the fact that this new terrain is loading so fast and seamlessly easy. And that I am experiencing far less lag than I'm accustomed to. The ravine seems to go into that cave, or just under the mountain. Let's have a look. Yeah, pretty good sized ravine here. I think I'm going to just kind of head up this way. See what thing. It looks like it just goes through. And apparently peters out over here. Yeah. Yep, definitely lighting glitches. A lot of cave around here. Sometimes I wonder, though, if perhaps they've overdone the cave thing. I mean, having lots of caves is cool, but getting to the point where you can't dig down hardly anywhere without running into something, I think maybe that might be just a little bit excess. It turns the world into a hollow shell. It's just like the oceans. I know those things are overdone. I mean, there is no need for an ocean so large that you can get in a boat and go in a straight line for over 4,000 blocks without seeing land. I think that's excessive. Oh well. I guess there's no getting up in that, so we'll just kind of bore through it. Okay, it's going to be necessary to find a shelter for the night sometime soon. Chickens, tree-bound pigs, pigs on the ground. I'm going to cut one birch. I'm going to end up needing more wood anyway. And I'm going to cut this sucker too. When the time comes, I'll have multiple kinds of wood. I see light over here. Anybody want to bet on lava? Yep. And this appears to be the start of another ravine. And I'm thinking this is trying to turn into a swamp. Yeah, it is. Okay. Keep going for a bit here. Foolish as it may be to continue traveling at night, especially when there's a spider over here. I can tell because I saw his eyes. There he is. All right. Let's see. Keep trekking through here. There doesn't seem to be much to look at anyway. Although I suppose I should put together a shelter for the evening. I think that wants to be a ravine, but it's too shallow. We have a creeper convention over there. And another creeper over there, so let's go the other way. And it looks like we're headed back to desert. All right. And of course, the denizens of the desert are plentiful in number. All right. Okay, I got to do something about the food thing right away. I hate that sound. Oh. Well, that bites. And of course, I took almost everything with me except for some wood. No, I am not making wooden implements again. Alright, I'm just going to sleep until day and locate some stone and see if maybe I can figure out where I was. Alright, take that with me. I'm going to see if perhaps I can possibly find where I was. I know I had gone along the edge of this, well, the edge of this jungle. And then I had traveled a random bunch of random directions through the first regular forest and then swamp. So I'm probably not going to find anything. I should have stopped to build a shelter as it got to be sunset. Yeah, so that's my fault for not doing that. Pretty sure I went off this way. Alright. Let's be realistic. I have no clue where I was, so I'm going to break down and make one stone pick, or a wood pick, and then I'm going to burn it up digging stone to start over again. Okay, that's enough of that. Alright, now let's get some more stone together. Not that I need it right now, but it will be handy later. Alright. You are going to contribute to the cause. Thank you. Alright, let's just continue the wandering. This time when it turns night, perhaps I will have the sense, perhaps, to stop and build a shelter. Alright, what I want now is a couple of more sheep. well, chicken, you can contribute too. Thank you. Your donation is appreciated. And where am I going exactly? I haven't the first clue. Just wherever I end up, yeah. I know it's unlikely in the extreme that I will find what I had before, but I am still heading through here. Oh, how about that? Pork chops on the hoof. Okay, that's a little something. All right. Performance is definitely better. Of course, I'm not in a village full of villagers, but still. As I came through here the first time and all this stuff was generating, it was amazingly smooth. So they have definitely done some improvements. Let's get a few more of these red ones. They don't seem to be as common. Ravine wannabe and some ninja water. Okay. I have to be that way, so let's just update this block. Alright, how about that one? There. And there. Now get out of the mess I made. Excellent. Some mobs in a dungeon somewhere are going to love me for that. Well, here's that desert again. Any bets that I run across where my stuff dropped? Probably not, huh? Interesting how the desert is cut off in sharp angles like that. I suppose it's bordering old territory that I somehow managed to explore at some point or go through. Can't imagine how or when. Or maybe there's some differences between 1.2.3 generation and 1.2.5. And of course, we now have some snow country coming in. Alright. Give me an opportunity to grab one of these blue spruce pines. And the chocolate wood. Whoa, what's this first lag spike I've seen? Alright. I also have to note that the light is getting kind of dim. And unless I wish to be regarded as dim, I need to set up some kind of a shelter for the evening. I think perhaps on the top of this hill will be a good place. Of course, right in the middle of some zombie sounds. I see light over here. What's this? More lava, perhaps? Oh, yeah. Alright. And a village. My, how convenient. Excellent. So, rather than build a shelter, I will simply commandeer one. You guys don't mind if I spend the night, do you? In fact, never mind. I always appreciate a good view, and a tower almost always has a good view. So I'm just going to duck up here onto the top of the tower. Maybe, well, no, I can't throw down a light. I don't have any. Alright. The village will be a decent place to hang out for a little bit and put a few supplies and stuff together. And no, I'm not going to get into the urban renewal thing again on this village. I did that once. I don't think I need to do it again. So, I'm going to hang out here in this tower for the evening, and we'll see you in the morning.